Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are going to start with a Java playlist from this video. So I'll be teaching you end-to-end Java along with the entire notes which I have been prepared. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel. So I'll be showing you the notes which I have been prepared. So it is the best notes I can say which I have been providing for you in my channel. So I have added an entire theory part into it. So we'll be seeing the theory first, then we'll be looking onto the programming code. So I have added the number of topics, like almost all the topics has been covered. So you can see I have been have this written in my books. So I've been converted into the printed notes. So you guys can take the particular printouts or anything like that and keep it with yourself for the reference part. So without wasting time, so let's move on to the concepts. So why Java is famous, because the top tech companies like TCS, Infosys, and all the MNCs are mostly they are looking for the Java developers, and all their enterprise web applications will be mostly written in the Java itself. Okay, so because we need to have the depth knowledge in the Java to go ahead with the frameworks and all. So because of that, I thought of teaching the Java from starting from the beginning to the advanced level along with the core concepts. Okay, so here I'll be saying what I'll be going to teach in starting. So we'll start with the installation part, and we'll cover first basics concepts of Java, and we are going to see the object-oriented programming in Java. Then we are going to see multi-threading in Java. Then we'll be seeing collections framework and the core concepts of Java. So let's see what is Java here. So it is the most popular programming language, right? So in the today's world, it is most popular programming language, and it is very fast programming language. We can use various purpose like web development and client server applications for creating the web applications and mobile apps. So here, what is Java? Java is object-oriented programming, as you know, and it is developed by the Sun Microsystem of US in 1991. So let's see how to install Java. So before running a Java, we need to install the Java Development Kit. That is nothing but JDK. So we name it as a Java Development Kit. So here I have been provided you guys for this is a link which is where we can just download the particular JDK. I'll just copy this link and I'll just go to the Chrome, and I'm just going to hit this link. So you can see I got the first link. So you can see there is something like an installer we are having. So you can just download 864-bit installer. Just click onto this. You can see our JDK, the latest Java development toolkit, is been getting downloaded. So once it is downloaded, just do the normal installation. Just open this. You'll be getting default settings. Just keep everything as default. Click onto the install button. Okay. So already I have downloaded the Java and have installed it. I'm not going to install now. So if you get any errors, please let me know in the comment section. This is the one thing you need to know. So this is the one thing JDK we have installed. So next we need to write a code. Where we are going to write a code. So we will be writing a code into the Eclipse. So I'll be using an Eclipse over here. Even you can use IntelliJ IDEA. So basically I want to know like you people have to get familiar with the Eclipse so that before going to the advanced editor. So I feel Eclipse is better good. So I'll just double click into it. So let you know how to install the Eclipse. So just go to the Chrome and just enter download Eclipse. So if I just click onto the download Eclipse, we'll be getting this kind of link. Just normally it will be, as you can see, I'm having the Eclipse installer for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Just you can just select this particular get Eclipse IDE. Just download, and it will be a normal installation. Just keep everything as a default settings. Don't need to change anything over there. So I'll just so this is about the installation part. So now let's start the Eclipse. So you can see once you open Eclipse, you'll be getting this kind of thing. Just workspace, I need to open it. Just click onto the launch button. So once I launch the button, so you can see our Eclipse is going to get loaded over here. So let's see how we can create the particular Java file and run the particular Java program into it. First, let's see what is JDK. JDK is a collection of tools for developing and running the Java programs, as I said. And you can download Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA, depend upon your interest. Okay. So basically, let's see what is function over here. Like function is something which is going to perform some specific task. Okay. Whenever we need to call a function, we need to perform some specific task. Like suppose if I want to if I want to calculate the area of a rectangle, I might write the area rectangle as a function. Whenever I want to call the whenever I want to find the area, I just simply call the rectangle functions. So it is going to return me the area of the rectangle. So such kind of things we can just notate down. So basically, function means will be denoted using white. So white means white function we are going to use. So white is not basically it is not going to return any value. So if I am using int, so then it will be returning some value to it. Some our function might return something. This part we are going to see with the coding time. So just keep in mind, the function is something we are going to call like a perform some specific task, and white function does not return any value. Okay. So let's see what is the convention naming conventions for this. So classes. So basically when we are creating a Java program, I need to give the class name. So when I'm creating it, so what is the best practice to give the class name? So we can give the Pascal naming conventions. That is the employee details. You can see Pascal is something when we are creating a two words, that is a first name or employee details. So EMP starts with capital and even D is going to start with the capital. Let's say it will be keeping as a normal type. That we call as a employee details. Functions we can use for whenever we are creating any functions like rectangle or find the employee, print employee details, so that I can keep it with the camel case thing. So camel case is something like starting letter of your name will be small letter. Then when you are going to join any other particular name, that is be details or something like first name, F will be capital, name of starting N letter will be caps. So like this, employee details will be, you can see it is a small letter and it is a capital letter. So this is how the camel case will be using it. So let's write our first Java program. So let's first I'll show you introduce with the Eclipse. So you can see this is our Eclipse ID. So how it's this is how the front end part how it looks. Okay. So now I need to create a Java project now. So just you can see I have a create a Java project. I'll create a project or import projects I'm having. So I'm just creating one Java project. I'll just click on to the project name. So project name I'll just giving as a Java end to end playlist. Okay. So I'm just giving Java end to end playlist as a the particular project name. I'll just click on to the next. So you can see Java end to end playlist has been created. I'm just going to click on to the finish. So you can see it is giving me the model name. I'll just tell don't create any model. I'll just keep it like this. Okay. So you can see Java end to end playlist has been created. So you can see I got the JRE, that is a Java system library. Something I got some of the default folders over here where I'm having a source code as well. So what I'll do here is I'll create one package here. I'll right click and I'll just create a new, and I'm going to create a package. So package, what is package? Let's see. First I'll just create a package name. So I'll just give the particular package name is ARK YouTube. Okay. So I'll just give something ARK ProCoder. So I'll give ArkProCoder and just click on the finish over here. So you can see package has been created. So inside this particular package, now I'm going to create a class. I'm going to create a new class. So let's click on to the new class. So you can see it is asking me the class name. So the class name I'm going to keep the first name as Java01. So I'm just giving the particular class name as Java01 and it is public. I want something to create a static void main function as well. So when just give the class name and just select this checkbox, which method substitutions we would like to create. So I want to create the public static void main as well. So I'm just giving on to the finish function over here. So you can see the particular class has been created. You can see the particular class has been created. The whatever the name of the program I have been given, that is Java01, the same name is been going to take over here and is been written over here. And you can see the package is ArkProCoder. And we are having a public static void main as well. So let's see what is these three keywords. So coming back to the notes, so you can see what is package. You can see com.ArkProCoder, it has been taken. The com.ArkProCoder, it is our package. You can see this is our package. So even you can just give it as a, so here I have given just as a ArkProCoder. So our package name will be ArkProCoder. Okay. So packages are used to group the related classes. So what packages does means I can just create n number of classes within this package. Okay, so that will take care of our all the classes. Just it is like grouping all the classes into one particular package. Okay, so that is why we can just create the packages. So what is public class main? What is the public class main? What is the main function? in Java, every program must contain a class. So obviously, you can see in Java file, definitely there will be a one class to it. So any Java file you can open, there will be definitely one particular class. Okay, and the file name and the name should be the same. You can see the file name and the name should be same. Obviously, the file name of the Java and whatever the name is, it is obviously it is been same. And you can see next here we have created a class name, and it is the entry point of our application. Basically, this is the main function. So obviously, your Java file will be having a main function. Whenever I click on to the run function, our main function is going to get executed. So this is the entry point of the particular entry point code where our Java programs run, and it is going to evaluate all the code from here. Okay, so let's try to print something now. So let's try to print something. So I want to print welcome to my Java course. So I'll just type SYSO and just press Control and backticks. So you can see I'm getting system.out.println. So system.out.println is used to print something. So if I want to print something, I am just going to use this line of, this is the keyword I'm going to use. So I'm going to put it into a double quotes like this. I'll just tell welcome. I'll just tell welcome to my Java. Welcome to my Java course. Okay, so I'll just save it like this. And always you have to end with a semicolon, whichever the line of code you are going to use it. So this is the simple line of code we have in first Java program we are going to execute. So once I create it like this, so there will be a run button. You can see there will be having a run Java 01.java file. If I just click onto this button, you can see our Java file is going to get executed. You can see welcome to my Java course is getting printed. So this is how the first Java program we have been written. So everything we have to keep default, and we have to write all the Java code inside your main function. So next you can see what is public static void main. So it is going to take strings and argument. So basically it is an entry point of our Java program. Every Java program will be containing a main function applet. So we have printed something. So how it is going to print it? The above code is used to display the output. As I said, the system.println. Anything we are passing, that is going to get into our terminal over here. So this is our first Java programs we have been written it over here. So I hope you guys understood. If you have any doubts, you can let me know into the comment section. So now let's move on to the next topic, that is variables and data types in Java programming. So let's create one new Java file. So you can see if I want to create a new Java file, I right click to the ArkProCoder, new, and go to the class. I'm just going to create a new class, that is the name I'm just going to give as, I'll just give the same name, Java 02, and which method substitution would it is going to create. I'm just going to, and again enable this public static void main, and just going to finish. If I not give that, if I not enable and click to that create function, then the public static void main is not going to get it into your program. Just it will be public Java class 2. That's all it will be there. This is not going to come. I want this to come, so I'm just using enable box over there. So next, so let's see about what is variables and data. What is variables? Variables will act like something like containers. Suppose if you get a browser is, you're not going to keep as it is. You are going to store it into boxes. So that boxes is nothing but it is a container. So whenever you want, you will just call that particular box. You get the item from it. So same way, the Java variables also is there. Even in any programming language, the Java variables act like that. So any programming language, the variables is going to act like as a containers. Okay, to store the values. So what is the rules of a variables here? So the rules of a variables are, it should not start with the numbers. Like one example I cannot give. It should not start with the numbers, should not be the keywords. Like I'm creating a variable as a name. Name is equal to Anis, something I'm just storing it. So name is a variable here. I cannot start one name. I cannot give the name as one name. And I cannot use a variable name as like short, integer, wide. Because this is a Java keywords. This is a Java keywords because they have been, it has some own specific tasks to do in Java programming, and it should not start with the special characters like this. So whatever the special characters are there, it should not start with like this, and it can start with underscore as well, but it should not use the special characters like at the red symbols, dollars, anything like that. And it should not contain the white spaces as well, and variable names are case sensitive, and it is case sensitive. That means capital and small letters matters over here. So use the characters with a number valid and so you can see we can use in this way the variable name. I can use the character first and I can add the numbers, and again I can end with the characters or end with the numbers. Even that is a valid variables. So let's see what are the data types. So data types in Java, we are having a primitive data types and we are having a non-primitive data types. So primitive data types is something we have the two data types in primitive, sorry, the four, that is integer. Sorry, integral is nothing but integer values, which is going to store the all the integer values. Suppose you want to store your age, you want to store your phone number, all those things you can store it in the form of int values. That is a byte code, and byte code has so you can see the byte code. Byte is going to take, where is the byte? 4 bytes. So byte, sorry, not 4. So byte is going to take 1 bit. 1 byte is nothing but 8 bit, I guess. So that is stores the one particular byte values into a byte. Whenever you are storing a byte, to store a very small values, we are going to use the data type that is byte. So short, even we are going to use short. Short is going to take 2 bytes. Integer is going to int is going to take the 4 bytes. Long is going to take the 8 bytes totally. So everything I have been provided into the node. So this is the integral. So next is coming for the floating point. So which has a decimal values. So float f is equal to, I can just use capital F or small f whenever I am storing as a floating point. So it will be like you can see float is going to take 4.0 f. F is nothing but we are going to end with the f value. And double is like little long floating point value. So double, even it is a data types, can use the double and it is 8 bytes. And next we are having a char. So char is going to store some of the characters within a single quotes. So you can see characters I have written here. Character is going to store 2 bytes. That is not 0 to 65,535 bit. So this particular numbering, it is going to store it into the particular character variables. So basically booleans. So boolean is another data type. So that is basically we use to store a true or false condition. So basically we are going to store a true or false. So it will be a true or a false condition. The boolean is nothing but a true false, and default is going to take as a false. Okay, so that is nothing but a particular these things over here. So now let's come to the literals. So literal is a constant value that can be assigned to a variable, is called literals. So basically we will be assigning some values to a variable, right? That is nothing but a literals. So like if I want to store an integer 101, let's try to store 101 here. So I'm just giving a data type as integer. So you can see int, I am going to use it. So now it is the time to create a variable. So as I said, the variables rules. So using these rules, I need to create a variable. So I'll just give, I want to create a variable that is a first name. I want to just create a variable by name that is first name. So first name is equal to, now I have created a variable. So I can just create a variable in this value. So basically the first name and integer, it is not going to match, because I can just say the first name, basically it is going to take a string value. So I have given an integer. So now I am just removing this first name. I am going to tell EH. Okay. So I am just initializing a variable over here. I have just declared a particular variable, but I have not assigned any values. I can assign the particular values now. I'll just tell age is equal to, I want to give age is equal to 23 and closing with the semicolon. I can just use like this, and I can just press Ctrl S to save the program. So I created a age and an age 23. So this is a valid one. So I have created a age. So now I want to store the floating point values. I'll just give the name as float float data type. So here I want to store the phone number. I'm just going to store the phone, and I'm just giving the number. I'm going to store the phone number now. The phone number I'm just going to store it into. So I'll just give something. So here I'll just give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or else like this again, even you can just give it as a float. Phone number is equal to this much. And you need to end with F over here, obviously. Okay, you need to end with the capital F. So I can just give the phone number as well. So rather than giving phone number, I'll just give it as a salary. Okay, because it will better, it will be. So age, salary. So I'll give something like a little bit small number over here. I'll just tell 867.58. Okay, so this will be a floating point value. So age I have given and a salary I have been given. So I want to give the name now. So there is a one more name that is we are having in the non-primitive data types. That is the strings we are having it. Okay, so I'll be using st. I'll just use string. So string name, I want to give the first name. I'll just tell string first name is equal to, I'm going to use the string first name is equal to, I'll give Anis. Okay, and I'll just give something like Anis itself. Okay, the first name I'm just going to give it as a Anis. So here obviously I need to give the yes as a capital letter. Okay, string. So I'm just using string f name is equal to Anis. So we have stored what integer, we have taken the floating point value, we have taken a string values as well. So this will be having a literal. So right one is the nothing but a literal. So we have so one more, that is what boolean, right? So for the boolean I need to give boolean as the same data type. I'll just graduated. So I'll just give it graduated. Whether I have graduated, yes I have graduated. So I'll be giving true over here. So I'll be giving true. Yes I have been graduated. So I'm giving a boolean value that is true. So T should be small letter. So I have created it for data types. So that is a integer, floating point, and a string, and a boolean values as well. So now I want to use another one thing, that is a short. So I'll use short. So I'll use a short int. I'll use short int is equal to, I'll guess to 24, 240, something 234. I'm just storing int. So here I need to give the a is equal to something variable. I'm just using it over short int. So I need to use short a is equal to 234. And so short is nothing but a data types. It is having storing the 2 bytes values. Okay, so same way we are having a long, so I can use a long, right? So long I'm just going to use, so for the long I'll just give the phone number here, phone number equal to, I'm going to use 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and I'll end with L over here. Okay, so obviously you need to end with the L over here, like this L or capital letter L. So you can store it with the any letter at the end. That is nothing but storing a long value. So then same way as a float, we are having a next, that is double, for little more decimal point values. So I'll give the salary. So again I'll just give some bonus. Okay, so bonus salary, I'll give some bonus salary equal to, so here I'll just going to tell 40,000. I'll just give 40,000 dot 522 paise. Okay, something. I'll just store it with the D. I'll just store it like that. Okay, so it is having some 40,000 dot 525 triple two. That is nothing but little long floating point values. I'm going to use it. So I'll just save this much. So you can see our Java programs. No, it is not having any errors. So now I want to print something. So I want to print now. I want to print the age, salary, bonus salary, first name, graduated, so something like that. So I'll just use SYSO. So I'll just use the system.out.println. So I'll just pass something here. So I'll just give the name. So I'll give tell employee, employee, employee name is. So I'll give employee name is. So now if I want to pass the name, whatever the first name, if I want to pass, I need to use a plus operator over here, so that, and I need to pass the variable name to it. So it is nothing but a first name like this. Okay, if I save it, if I run the program, so you can see employee name is Anis. It is printed as it is like this. Okay, so now I'll just copy the same thing and I'm going to print down. I'm just tell employee age is, I'll just tell employee age is, I need to just pass the age over here, that is an integer value. So I'll just tell SYSO. So I'll just tell again employee ages, and he is he graduated? I need to just check whether is he graduated now. I'll just tell is he graduated? Graduated? Yeah, he's graduated. So if it's true, so I can say I have been given graduated, that is true. So I'll just pass this value here. Okay, it will be like yes, he is graduated. It will be like, so it will print like if he is graduated, it will be like true. That's it. So next I am going to print the SYSO. So I'm just going to print the phone number and a bonus salary and a salary. I'll just tell the particular phone number is. I'll just tell phone number is. So it should take the phone number. It is going to take over here. Okay, so it is just going to take the phone number and print it. Okay, so then next I want to print the bonus salary as well. So if you want to print everything into the same line, even you can print like this. So the bonus salary, the phone number is this, and if you want to print a salary and a bonus salary into the same line, I can just do like this. I can just tell plus operator. Again I'm going to use the double quotes, so that means it is attaching it. Okay, so here I'll just tell salary is, so I'll just pass again plus, again I'm just going to pass the salary variable, Then again I'm going to use plus symbol. Here I need to say like what I need to say here. I'm going to say attach the salary. Okay, sorry, the bonus salary. I'll just tell bonus bonus and sa or salary. So I'm going to attach the bonus salary. Here I'll just tell now bonus is it will be something like this. Okay, so this is how we can print the data. So if I run the program, so even you can see here, I can see the employee age is employee age is 23. Employee name, where is the employee name? It is not printed. It is Anis. Is graduated. It is true. You can see the phone number is this, salary is this, and a bonus is the particular data which I have hard coded it. Okay, so that is what the data types, and we have passed the literals to it, and I am just printing all the values as it is. So now let's move on to the next topic, that is how to take a input from the user. So it is just hard coded one, right? I don't want to hard code the data. I want to take an input from the user and then I want to print. So for that I'm just going to create a new class. I'm just making the Java 3 program dot dot just use the public static and finish it. You can see I got to create a new program over here. So if I show you the nodes, so before taking an input, you can see keywords. So keywords are something which is a reserved keywords in Java, which I cannot use it for a variables. I cannot use it to create a variables the same name whichever it is exists, like short, integer, long, and double. So these are all the reserved keywords in the Java. There are a lot of other keywords as well, like public, integer, void, main as well. So we should not use that particular keywords as a variable name. Okay, so that is why we should avoid those things. So next, taking an input from the user. So here in Java we are having a scanner package that allows us to take an input from the user. So that is coming from a package that is java.util, and we'll see how to take input from the user here. So let's come back to the Eclipse. So here first I need to import a program, sorry, the java.util. I'll just tell import java.util dot, or that is a scanner, scanner. I'm just importing the java.util.scanner package. So that means it is importing all the packages, sorry, all the data from the scanner data. So now let's create a new scanner now. So I'll just tell scanner sc. I'll just tell scanner sc is equal to, I'll just tell new scanner. So I'm using the scanner sc is equal to new scanner. It is going to take an input that is a system dot in. It is going to take the system dot in as a input. So I'll just pass like this. Now I got a new scanner. I have created a scanner. Is going to take input from the user. So I need to use a object like sc is act like one object, so variable. We can use this sc to take an input now. So I'll just tell so first I need to take a few of the inputs. I will just take enter the employee name. I will just tell enter the employee name like this. So I can just tell enter the employee name. I'll just copy this. So it is going to ask me enter the employee name. So now I want to type the data into this particular console. How can I type it? So for that I need to use sc as an object. So I'll just tell what is the employee name. Employee name is basically a string. So I'll just tell string string. I'll just tell name is equal to, I'll just take whatever the sc is there. I'll just use sc dot next. So if I just sc dot next, if I use like this, so that is going to take the string. So next is going to take an input as a string. It is going to take a, you can see finds return next element, and it is followed by the declarator pattern and input, even if it's matching with having next. So next is used for, basically it is used to take an input of the string values. Got it? Yes. So now again I am just trying to take the another input, that is what I am going to take a next input, that is enter the employee name, right? Enter the employee name. I'll just tell again enter the employee age. So I'm going to take the enter the employee age as the next input. So age is basically a number, so that will be treated as an integer. I'll just tell int age is equal to, I'm just going to take sc dot has next. So we will be having a has next here, next of int. Okay, so has next, so what is that? So I'll just tell sc dot, so you can see next int. I need to use next of int for integer values. How I am using string for like defaultly I'll be using string for the integer values, or not for the integer values. I'm going to use a string for the next, and next int is used for taking a what integer value. Same way I'm going to take SYSO. Here I'm going to take a enter the employee salary. Enter the employee salary. Okay, it is going to take the employee salary. So now salary might be a big letter, big floating point digit as well. So even I can use a float, or even I can use a double. So I'll be using I can just use it float. Basically I'll use a float now. Float, I'll just tell salary is equal to sc dot next of float. You can see I can use next of float like this. So whenever you are using long, it will be like next long. It is short, next short. It will be like, if it is a or double, it will be a next double, like that. Okay, so salary have been taken now. So next I'll be taking one more, that is a phone number. So I'll just tell SYSO. I'll just tell enter the employee number. Okay, it will be like enter the employee number. So this is be a long value, it will be a long number. So I'll be using a data type that is a long. I'll just tell as a number, long number is equal to sc dot, you can see next long. I'm going to take an input from the user, okay, which is going to take what the name, age, salary, and a number. So I got all the data. Now just I need to print it. So I'll just tell SYSO. So I'm just going to print the data here. So I'll just tell like normal. I'll just copy the employee. I'll just tell here employee name is, it should take what, it should take a name. Now it should pass the name here. Okay, same way even you can print everything into a single line. So I'm just going to pass the, I'll just pass into new line because it will go to the right side. So I'll just tell employee age is, so I need to pass what, now I need to just pass the age here. Okay, so next I need to pass what, employee name, employee age, employee salary. Employee salary should be SALY salary, it should be a salary value here. So next I need to pass the phone number. So I'll just tell enter. I'll just tell employee number is, it should be what, it should, I need to pass the number over here. So that's it, very simple. So I passed all the data right now. So whenever I open a scanner, it is a best practice to close the scanner. I need to use what, sc dot close, sc dot close. So I need to close the scanner. So that's it. So I took a name input, it will just display, it is for displaying, and it is for taking an input and storing the name into a name variable. Same way age, storing into age variable, salary is going to store into a salary, number is going to store into a number, and once it is done, it is going to print all the data which has been taken, and it is getting closed. So I'll just save all, and I'm going to run the program. You can see it is asking me the employee name. So I'll give the employee name as Anis. So it is asking me the age. I'll give 23. I'll give the employee salary. I'll be having 22,000. So I'll just tell 22,000.345.6 something like this. Okay. So I'll just enter the employee number. I'll give one random number. Enter. So you can see employee name is Anis. Employee age is 22. So 23, employee salary is this much, and employee phone number is this. This is how we can take a input from the. It is how I can take an input from the user. So I'll talk you about how to see what is the data type of it. What is the data type of a variable? So if I want to see what is the data type of a variable, I can just tell SYSO. I'll just say whatever the name is there, I want to get what is the class of it. I want to see what is the class of it. Okay. Same way, I want to see what is the age class. Age dot get. I'll just tell age dot. So age is what, it is an integer, right? If I just press no default proposer. Okay, if I just tell age dot so you can see it is data type. So if I just tell do it for another one, if I just do it for salary dot, there is no default proposer. So let's see. Basically we can see what is the type for the objects like that. If I run this program, I'll just comment out. So I have not talked to you about the comments right now. What is comment? Comment is something, it is going to ignore it. If I just press control slash double slash, then it is going to comment this line of code. If I just press double slash, it is going to comment this line of code. I'll just show you for this because it is showing error for top. If I show you for this one, if I just sell like this, you can see this line is going to comment it. If I just save it, if I run the program, you can see it is just not displaying this enter the employee name. It is just taking the input. If I give the name here, then it is showing the enter the employee age. This line is getting skipped. Okay, this line is getting skipped because I have commented the particular. So this is called as a single line comment. So if I want to comment from here to here, I can use like this. I can use slash star and at the end just make it star and slash. So this is the way we can comment at the code. I need to just press control slash like this. So sorry, forward slash and star and close with the star and the forward slash. So like this I can easily comment out the code. If I run the program, you can see nothing is been coming because it is commented, it is ignored, all the line of code is getting ignored. We will be using this one for writing few of the comments like that. Okay, so let's see one thing. What I was saying here is system.out.println. So if I just tell a string, I'll just tell string string name. I'm just declaring one string. I want to see what is the class of this particular string. I'll just tell what is this. I'm getting an error on name.getClass. Why I'm getting an error? So let's tell the local variable name may not be initialized. So I need to initialize the variable, right? So basically I'll just tell NNES. So now you can see if I run the program, you can see it is telling me this the particular class of this is a coming from class that is java.lang.string. So this is how we can able to see what is the data type of this one. What is the data type of a variable? What is the class of it? It is giving me the class. Okay, so like this we can I'll just give it as name1 and even as a name1 because it should not mismatch with this particular name. Okay, so I can just keep it like this. That's I'll just save this program like this. So this is how how to take an input from the user it works. So we can take the input in this manner and even you can just print out the details like that. So next concept in the Java operators and all a lot of topics are there. If I show you, like you can see the notes. I have written a lot of notes that I have written in a very good manner. You will be easily understanding, and the theory parts I have written very amazingly for your interviews in the future. It is going to help you a lot of things. So you can just download these notes. I'll be providing into the description. So will be seeing a lot of concepts here. You can see I have written a lot of notes. So that will completely it will just complete the Java. Like we will be completing we'll be completing basics, advanced, core Java, object oriented programming, threading and instances, and we'll be seeing interfaces, collections and annotations, and it will complete all the Java core concepts in this notes. So along with that code I'll be providing the GitHub link. You can access the particular code from it. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be adding all the videos into the Java playlist, and I'll be seeing you into the next video. Till that, take care. Bye bye. Dripping lights paint the sky.